That was delicious. I had a tagliatelle for my dinner. Haven't eaten in days because of like how unwell I've been. But this is an important subject to speak about. And if anybody like, I'll wait until, I don't know, like I might not even get anybody on. I don't upload very often, so I don't expect like many people to be on here. But I'm kind of getting sick to death of constantly making videos of why no one in the royal circle of channels. Oh, I don't know, make sure like this patch is still on. Got it sellotape because it's not that bloody sticky. Why he's not making videos about Andrew? Yeah, granted, like I've seen like at least they've got like some Michelle always making videos about P. Diddy. She showed the same video I did about I'm abusing his girlfriend, but none of the rest of these are doing it. But the most important like story here is Andrew and his alleged. Now we all know about his ties with Epstein, but his alleged, and this has came out by one of his closest aides. Andrew has been, I don't even know how to put it, like, Andrew has been, what would we call it, allegedly interfering with young, I call them kids, you know, they're minors. I've went through every single blooming channel, and all I'm getting is, oh, Billy and Billy and Billy, and this channel's Billy and me. Like, shut up. And might talk about something that's important. Talk about Andrew. Talk about like what he's been up to. What's like what? Why is he like hanging out a door at Epstein's mansion? And I feel like at this point I'm talking to my bloody self, and I know I am at this point, but my God. Does not one of yous have 1 ounce of shame? Does not one of yous have 1 ounce of integrity? I don't want to hear about what like the Harkles are up to. I don't care. They do the same crap all the time. It's like they'll create a brand, it'll flop, and the same thing, but not one royal channel is talking about Andrew. Why is he hanging outside Epstein's door? Why is a royal aide saying that Andrew is allegedly sleeping with minors? Does not, and again, like, does none of these like have any integrity? Does none of these girls matter to you? Just because they're not your kids, like, screw them. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, you would rather talk about bloody Meghan Markle's jam than you'd rather talk about the fact that Andrew is allegedly sleeping with young girls. And then you go on your channels and all you get is like, oh, this person's bullying me, this person's bullying me. Grow bloody up. Grow up. Put yourself in the shoes of these girls who have been exploited sexually. No, that's not a story, is it? And why isn't it a story? Because it's your beloved, and I love the Queen. I love the Queen, but because it's your bloody beloved royal family. I'm not saying like all the royal family are bad, like the shining stars are William and Kate, but it's not even just the fact, hey Andrew, like why is no one questioning the years-long friendship between Charles and Jimmy Savile? One of the most prolific necrophiliacs, one of the most prolific child abusers in British history. Why is no one talking about that? All we get is, oh, isn't Charles great? He's doing such a great job. And like, no, like, if we conveniently forgot his past. And then the story breaks about Andrew, and not one of you say one single word. And I've been through every one of your channels, all of them. The only one that's like brought anything up, and I'll say is the P Diddy stuff with Michelle, you know. But I'm talking about Andrew here. Not one of yous, not one single one of yous like give a single crap. All you care about is I've been invited to Lady C's ball, or I'm being bullied, or like or I'm so virtuous that I could never ever do anything like that, you know, like and then justifying like the way you're acting because like someone's died and stuff like that. So bloody what? I lost my twin sister, right? I lost my twin sister. It didn't stop all you people from bullying me, did it? Didn't stop. I didn't even do anything to any of yous, and you still bullied me. It's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. Like what are you like? What are you scared of? Are you scared that your subscribers are going to turn against you? Are you scared like that your beloved monarchy is going to be tarnished, as well as it should be? Because like if anybody's harming children, anyone, they should be outed. It honestly astonishes me. It astonishes me that the fact that not one of yous care enough about these girls to even say one thing about them. Now, what this guy said is that he was aware that Andrew was effing minors, little girls. But since that story's came out, I've been keeping an eye on the channels, and what have we heard? Crickets, absolute crickets from these channels. Not a bloody word. You bunch of absolute hypocrites. You go on about like, don't mention my daughter, don't mention this daughter, but it's all right for other people's daughters to be harmed. It angers me so much. It angers me so much. Like, it doesn't matter if these are your kids or not. It doesn't matter. These are human beings whose lives have been destroyed. Look at that. Do you honestly think, like, Virginia Giuffre, right, seriously, got hit by a bus, right? Which was a little fender bender, so they said. She got home and then all of a sudden she commits suicide. How bloody convenient is that? One of the main witnesses of Andrew mysteriously commits suicide. Like just like Jeffrey Epstein did. Conveniently, the cameras were turned off, the guards fell asleep, uh, everything that could possibly happen, and he committed suicide. You're right, Penny Lane. It is super suspicious. And then she wrote a post on X that she said, if anything happens to me, just know that I'm not suicidal. I've spoke to my therapist and my GP. And if anything ever happens to me, please let the world know. That is exactly what Virginia's words were. Yeah, we hear crickets, absolutely crickets coming from and this is a story like you think like if you want to go on about every story about the royal family, cover them all, the good, the bad and the ugly. I don't want to hear what kind of shoes bloody King Charles is wearing. I don't want to hear about a bouquet that Camilla got. I don't want to hear about a conversation that they had with the Cardinal. I don't want to hear about who arrived at the Easter parade. I want to know why no one is speaking about Prince Andrew and his alleged involvement in and sexually exploiting young girls. Yeah, please pass the paper. She wrote a post. She wrote a post and she said that she was in fear for her life, that people wanted her dead. And she was writing this post like a lot of people have started doing who have started speaking about this. Maybe I should make it known. I'm not suicidal. Okay? So I'll make that clear. She wrote a post saying, I'm not suicidal, so if anything happens to me, anything at all, I didn't, it wasn't at my hands. And then all of a sudden, she's dead. This young 30-odd-year-old mum is dead. And no one seems to care. No one cares about it. All they care about is like beef on YouTube. Like I went to one channel and they're threatening to sue another channel, and I'm like, for Christ's sake, like is this like what your main goal is on YouTube? To like bully people into like suing them. Well, good luck with that, because like Americans have got the First Amendment and they can say what they like. You're not gonna. It's not like you suing them isn't gonna work. And then bragging, oh, like, and then it annoys me. It annoys me that like the stories came out about Prince Andrew, and like you get, oh, and by the way, I'll be in England next week, and I'll be Lady Colin Campbell's ball, you know. And not that I've got anything against Lady Colin Campbell. Like I like Lady Colin Campbell. I think she's, I do, I like her. But but at least like can you not like take even 2 minutes out of your video to at least say rest in peace Virginia. It's weird how you died. It's like it's strange that you wrote on a post that you weren't suicidal and then all of a sudden you were suicided. And then all of a sudden, the other stuff comes out about Andrew. Was she killed because, like, this stuff was coming out about Andrew, and she was one of the main witnesses? These are questions that need to be answered, and no one is answering them. I'm opposed to it if they would, and she was be a journalist. unbiased, that would be nice. Like, yeah, of course, like the thing that gets me is, right, like, they'll report on every single thing that the royal family do. Meghan and Harry get booed, you know. That's a main story to them, you know. Meghan and Harry get booed. Meghan wants to be part of Dior. Meghan does a live with that girl from It Cosmetics. Meghan does a live with Gwyneth Paltrow, but not one word about Andrew. Not one word. Not nothing. Absolutely nothing. And like, there's ways to get around it. Like, I've been saying, like, obviously it's alleged because like it's one of the top aides. This was a guy who had a relationship with Fergie for 6 years. So I'm sure like he knows a lot about what goes on inside the palace walls. I knew there was something more to to Andrew. Why would you associate yourself with someone who has went to jail for soliciting a minor for sex? Why would you involve yourself? And then what did he turn around and they say? Oh, it was just to say goodbye. But then the next again day, there's a picture of him waving cheerio to, like, it looks like a 15-year-old girl, as he's like topless. It looks like he's naked. He's like topless, waving her out the door, shutting the door. Yeah, that looks like you're really saying goodbye, Andrew. You bullshitter. You know why did like there's just so many like unanswered questions regarding them, and then that crap. I don't sweat, you know. I like it couldn't have been me. I don't sweat. Like, do you think we all fell back off the back of a banana boat? And you've got people out there saying like the photo was doctored and stuff like that. Like, it's convenient. It's just so convenient that like the main witness against this guy is now dead. You know. Um. So America are pulling like all the Epstein files right now. They can't, and what they've said is they can't show a lot of them because a vast majority of them show kiddie porn. That's what the Attorney General in America said. Kiddie porn. So who is in these videos? And that's exactly what this guy who outed Andrew, I have to keep saying the word allegedly, said that he was into as well. You see Pastor Pepper saying, I'm still waiting on someone to hold Charles accountable, as you said before. Yeah, of course. Like, it's if it's like it was just swept under the carpet. He's friends with this monster for 20 years. I mean, he even sent I don't even want it. He's not even a human to me. Even sent that animal to Diana for counselling, sending Jimmy Savile so that must have mean they were really good friends if he's sending him to his wife for marriage counselling. Like, so it doesn't wash with me. And then like there's all these pictures. Like, I could show you picture upon picture upon picture upon picture. There's thousands of pictures out there. Charles and Savile together, thousands of them. Yet not one iota. Everyone just seems to conveniently forgot about it. They're saying that Epstein is the worst of the worst. No, like I think Jimmy Savile was a little bit worse than Epstein because at least Epstein didn't have keys to the hospital and go down to the morgue and abuse dead bodies. You know. What is it with like our royal family, like not even our royal family, because like the Queen and like Prince Philip were like they were like, to me they were upstanding people. They really were. Queen never put a foot wrong. But what is it like with and Edward seems all right, and so does Anne. But what is it with like Andrew and Charles? You know, like that they seem to like attract weirdos, absolute weirdos. And then also, what happened to the story, the bags of money that Charles got from Qatar to so he could get British citizenship to Qataris? I wasn't aware that the monarch could do that. But apparently, if you're rich enough, you can buy your way into Britain. Apparently, nowadays, all you need is £1,000, £1,000, and you can just roll yourself over, you know. But yeah, that story was dead and buried, but not a word regarding it's Charles is so great. Charles has been a good king and all this rubbish. Have we conveniently forgot his past? Have we conveniently forgot like the craziness of him doing like weird spiritual nonsense and tents with like witch doctors and stuff like that? It's completely angering to me, angering that like that 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 they speak in such high regard for these people, and yet looking back at their track history, you know, it seems like they're this, I'll say allegedly, the scum of the earth, you know. I mean, like, did Charles, like, I don't even know, was Charles, like, everybody else seemed to be aware of what Jimmy Savile was up to. Was Charles? This is like questions like the British public need to know. We need to know all this. It can't be swept under the rug. It can't be. It's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I keep going on about it, but every day I am checking like the royal channels, you know, like the ones that report on the royal family, just to see if they even just mention the Andrew situation, even mention anything. Like they don't even need to mention the Charles thing. It would be nice if they did. But even mention the fact that Virginia Giuffre, you know, like what happened to her death is weird, but there's nothing. And I suspect, like, if any of them do mention it, they'll have a bloody. It'll be an excuse, you know. It'll be excuse. Oh, it was doctored. The guy was lying. The pictures are doctored. That wasn't really Andrew in Central Park with Epstein. That was his body double. You know, it'll just be like filled with lies. It'll be filled with gaslighting. Do your bloody jobs, right? I'm not saying like don't call like don't uh, give credit to the royal family when they do good work. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm also saying call them out when they're messed up. Because at the end of the day, like, these aren't gods, they're not goddesses, they're human beings, and they make mistakes as well, you know. And by God, they've made some huge mistakes. Can you imagine if that was a member of the public that was like doing stuff like this? I mean, there you have like Maxwell, who's sitting in prison right now. You know, there you have like Andrew walking free as a bird. You know, they've got him tucked away at the back. You know, hoping that nobody will notice him. But of course, we notice him. Of course, we notice him. We notice them because, like, they've wheeled out Fergie now, and they've wheeled her out, and she's involved in it as well. She was in a relationship with this guy, the guy that she was in a relationship. Do you remember, like, how she was caught in the newspapers? A guy sucking her toes. This is the guy. This is the guy that has came forward. All I can say is, like, Diana, Diana done herself a favour getting out of that family. I tell you what, not when I guess the Queen when that was around, but as soon as like the rest of them came into their power, and then there was another thing that they done that which was abhorrent. I mean, you invite a head of state to the country, regardless if you like him or not, and then they're caught on camera slagging of President Trump. Now, like, some people like him, some people hate him. I get that. I totally get that. But he's still a foreign president, and he represents the seat of America, and he should be given the respect, like, because he is representing America. And then there you have the who did we have? We had Justin Trudeau's bag, we had Anne, we had Boris Johnson, all sitting there mocking him. Yeah, it was caught on hot mic, and it was absolutely embarrassing. And do you think like they ever apologised for that? No, absolutely not. So what must like our American cousins like think about us, that we're inviting foreign dignitaries to our country, and then behind their back, like we're slagging them off, you know? And what a bloody cheek, like, and I think Andrew was part of that as well. What a bloody cheek Andrew's got to slag anybody off. He needs to explain explain why this guy is a legend. Yeah, exactly. Trump does take notes, and like, and I've noticed like he is the forgiving type, you know what I mean? But he remembers things, you know. So do you think like maybe the tariffs and stuff like that maybe have something to do with that? The fact that they were mocking him. And then we have like Keir Starmer sitting in the Oval Office, lying through his teeth when JD Vance like called him out that free speech is gone in the UK. And what was it he said? Like, free speech is never is the home of the UK. Like, we are known for free speech. Anybody can say it they want. Meanwhile, people are languishing in jail because of things that they've said on Facebook, or they've said, like, silently praying in their heads, like they're in prison for that. Always free speech, my backside. You know what I mean? Like, there's no free speech in the UK anymore. I'd have more respect for like these channels if even he took like a 5 minute section out and says, "Look, we don't know if these allegations are true; they're alleged, but this report, they done a sting, um, and this guy is claiming that Andrew's done this, this, and this. So we're just making our subscribers aware of what's going on." But all you hear is like, "Let me hear. Can I hear anything?" Crickets, absolute crickets. Oh, I call him Herr Stalin because like he's like a mixture of bloody Hitler and Stalin. The guy does nothing but absolutely lie. But every day, I swear to God, I'll be checking every single channel to see if any of them ever bring this up. I've got a feeling that they won't. I really do. I've got a feeling that they won't. Like, of course, like they can. I mean, I don't have to do this. I don't get paid by Facebook, by YouTube at all. You know, I've got I put my PayPal thing in it, but yeah, I never get I don't get paid at all. You know, I do this like out of my own free back. Uh, so it's disheartening to see that like people get paid like literally thousands of pounds a month and they can't even report the truth. You know, where you've got people that literally are paid nothing, who are trying to get the truth out there. So, yeah, why not? Like you get called a grifter for it anyway. I've got my PayPal in the link. So if anybody wants to donate, like I don't, like they say it's for like their coffee fund or anything. Mine's is for my coffee mate fund, you know. Like I drink a lot of coffee mate. I like coffee, but I like my coffee mate as well. So if anybody's like kind enough to like do that, you know, I'm super grateful, and then it allows me to like keep making like these videos because it does like I, I could be doing other things with my other time, like I do makeup and stuff like that, but I choose like to like call this BS out rather than do that because like it's just the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. I mean, like we need to start like looking after our girls, you know. It's really sad to see that they won't hold a national inquiry about these grooming gangs. It's hard. It's disheartening to see that no one's calling Andrew out. It's so disheartening. Um, so I don't know what else I can do. I really don't know what else I can do. And then with the types of videos like that I make, you know, like you get death threats. I mean, see the amount of death threats like I've had. It's unbelievable. You know, you sleep with one eye open at night. But I believe like that we have to tell like the truth, and like we have to like bring like what is it like the best disinfectant to darkness is shining a light on it. And there's never a truer word to say. And I will continue to fight for these girls. Thank you, please pass the paper. I will continue to fight for these girls as long as there's breath in my body. Because as a victim of rape myself, of sexual exploitation, it gives you PTSD. It makes you not trust anybody. You don't want to be around men you don't know. You feel, in certain instances, you feel pressured into certain things, like if there's no female around and it's got to be a guy, you feel so pressured into it. Like, I go into little shakes, like, if I can, I won't even leave my house, because I'm so scared like that. Like, this could happen to me again, like what happened to me was horrendous. I mean, like, I was drugged, like most of my face was melted off by chloroform, and he got away with it. And that's the sad thing about most cases like this in the UK. They either get a suspended sentence or they walk free. And it's not them that has to live it for the rest of their life. And I don't even call myself a victim. It's the survivors that have to live with this. I have nightmares about what happened to me, because I was drugged. I get flashbacks, and I wake up in in sweats, and I'm like, God, I can't believe I can't believe that happened, but through the drug haze, I remember, and then it's stuck in your mind for forever, absolutely forever. And people have said to me, "Oh, you need to go to a therapist and stuff like that." How am I meant to do that? To see a therapist in the waiting list in the United Kingdom, it's a 4-year waiting list. So we'll go private. Well, we what? I'm not rich. I can't afford to pay for therapy. So yeah, I'm stuck with the nightmares. Simple. But I dread to think what these poor girls are dealing with as well. I really do. And will be an advocate for these girls, and I'll be an advocate for calling out the royal family, because someone's got to do it. Someone has got to do it. As I says, I don't want to hear about what shoes somebody's wearing. I don't want to hear about who made someone's hat. I want accountability. Is that so much is that so hard to ask for? Accountability? Or are these people so rich and so untouchable that will never get accountability? I just don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't. I'm so disgusted. I mean, I get there's beef in the community and fighting and stuff like that, and some of it's warranted. Of course, it's warranted. I mean, like, there's people in the community that like make out that they're the epitome of a bloody nun, and like I know for a fact, like they're nothing but lying scumbags, you know. But I'll let the people who are dealing with them. I'll let them deal with them. Um. Okay. Okay. WhatsApp. Oh, 2 seconds. Just to check WhatsApp. Uh, is that it? 2 seconds, guys. Oh, Diane. No one, I have to say this, like, no one ever donates to my channel. It makes me feel like people hate me, and like it truly does. It makes me feel like that I'm despised. And so, like, you doing that is so kind, and thank you so much. Um, and what I'll use that for, is I'll use that to pay for a therapy session, because what you don't know was 2 weeks ago it was my birthday, and like I'm so used to sharing it with my sister, and she's not here, and it's like been so difficult, and that is so. Thank you, like, thank you. Um, I'm just not used to that, you know. I just really am, and I just think like that people, that people just, that, I don't know, like they'll maybe come on and they'll sit and listen and stuff like that, but they don't care or anything like that. So you doing that was extremely nice, and I wouldn't like to think like that. It's like I don't want to take anything off anybody that, like, if they're struggling or anything like that. But yeah, like yeah, I don't put any pretenses of that on. Like, I'm not a rich person. I just like I just believe like that we should call out injustices like when they're happening. Um, if my sister was here, you know, like I would choose that, and I would. I don't know what we would do, you know. I really don't. I really wish she was here, because, like, some of the, like, the bullying, like, stuff that like I've been through, they they did they did it. But the vast majority that someone messaged me and says like, don't look at Twitter," and I'm like, why? And they're like, "It'll set you off." And at this point, like, my sister had died, and me stupidly I went and looked, and I thought to myself like, what the hell, like, why? why can't you just like leave me alone? Let me grieve, you know? Like I wasn't even getting the chance to grieve for my own sister. If she had been here, I'll tell you one thing, she would have told them what was what. I just thought I was really hated because, like, I know, and that's why I've kind of stopped making videos because, like, I felt like I'd lost a lot. I lost my soul. It was the bullying was getting way too much. Like, it was way too much for one person to handle. And then, like, another YouTuber, she brought they were phoning my children. And then when I pulled this YouTuber up, I says, like, why are you, like, mentioning my children in your videos? And she totally gaslighted me and says that I've never mentioned your children in my videos. So I went to the video that she did it on and I left a comment and says, like, why are you lying? Why are you lying about it? Like I would never, like, do that to you. I would never do that to you. Children are off limits. And children are sacred to me because, like, I believe they're innocent and they should be protected. Oh, it really means the world, honestly. It really does because, like, I had subscribers on here that, like, I helped, and I even created, like, groups, like, for people who had, like, certain illnesses. I got them all together and created little support groups and that for them, trying to, like, give them a shoulder. And then all of a sudden, like, nothing. It was like I was abandoned, absolutely abandoned. And to feel like you're abandoned is the worst feeling in the world, you know. I didn't know what to do, you know. I thought, should I continue keep making my videos? Should I continue, like, keep doing this? Should I continue keep doing that? And my soul was just empty, absolutely empty. They totally, it was like they took it like a knife and just, like, cut my soul out of my body, and they enjoyed it. This was the most the most horrible thing about it. They enjoyed it because I saw the videos, I saw them laughing about it, you know. And I make out like I'm a strong person and that I can handle all this. But what the people didn't realise was, like, because of my illness, any kind of stress puts me into something called an Addison crisis. And I was landing in hospital nearly every week because of all the stress. And at one point, I just thought to myself, like, and this is so bad to say, maybe I'll just not phone the ambulance this time. Maybe I'll just, like, join my sister because, like, this is just getting way too much. Like, please just leave me alone. That's all I wanted, you know. And it's alright to, like, call people out, like, when they're doing wrong, you know, like, see, when they're bullying people and stuff like that. And I noticed it was a lot of the smaller channels that were getting it. And it was be said to me, oh, we'll never, like, pick on you, we like you and stuff like that. And then it turned out to be my turn. And I remember like it was yesterday. There was a YouTuber who was having problems, and I messaged her to ask her if she was okay and if she needed anything, and I was here for her. then the next thing I knew, like, on Twitter, she was making these nasty posts about me. She took it. She took. I was really upset, and I'd done a live, and I wasn't wearing makeup or anything like that. She took the most unflattering picture she could of me, and posted it on Twitter, and her and all her followers were laughing at me. um, and even still, then, like, I never responded. I thought, like, I'm going to just ignore it, and hopefully it'll go away. And it didn't. It didn't go away. I'll read some, and I've never met you, and love and adore you. Reach out to those because we care about you. Like, karma is a bitch. It always backfires. Yeah, there's some really diabolical people on here. Honest to God, there really, really is. You know, like, I've saw a video on, like, I don't want to mention the sex because, like, you'll know who it is, of a YouTuber domestically abusing a random stranger. All she did was, like, she stopped her car and an argument ensued, and I thought about uploading the video to show you who this person really is and, like, their temperament. And then the next thing, I don't know, I can't remember if she got out the car or he opened. Oh, sorry, I should have said that. Or she opened the car door, and, like, he just, like, punched her. He punched her. That shocked me. That totally shocked me. That's another YouTuber could do that to, like, someone that they didn't know. You know. So this girl and this, like, other YouTuber, were be a he or a she, seriously, like, have some anger issues. You know, like, where, you know, and then there's, like, then there's, like, the victim kind of blaming of uh, smaller channels, like, do get bullied. I mean, they get bullied relentlessly, and then when you try to fight back, what happens is they turn the tables and make out you're the bully and send their fans. You know, they call them fans. I don't think, like, I'm not anything special. Like, I would never call subscribers fans. I call you my family, my second family. And they send their fans, like, after, to say some of the worst and nastiest things ever. Yesterday, I was doing a live, and some girl, and I know where she came from because, like, I went and looked at different channels and scrolled through the comments, and I found her name. It was easy to find because all I did was click on her name and I saw the comment. She'd left comments on this particular video. And she's sitting there calling me names like a slag and things like that. She's saying things like this to, like, a rape victim, as if, like, and she made it me feel as though what happened to me was my fault. She was also being racist as well. In case any of you don't know, like, I have, you know, maybe I shouldn't say that like on here, but like if anyone ever speak to any privately, I'll tell yous. But I have members in my family. She was being extremely racist, and I have members in my family who are biracial. She she slagged off like my subscribers. She slagged off my country. And I says to her, like, who sent you here? And she's like, I'm not telling you. And I was like, it's so easy for me to find out, you know, like, I can click on your name and see whose video you're commenting on. And there was just one person's, like, video. So I know exactly who kind of sent this person. And it was one of like I call them you've got the big channels, so it wasn't any of them. And you've got the mediocre channels, you know, like the ones with like 100,000 or less subscribers. So it was one of them. But when like I started getting bullied, that's when I noticed like I was losing tons of subscribers. Tons and tons of them. And that's when I realised, like, seeing the ones that were sticking with me, that's the ones that I believe like, they're the true, they're the ones, the true subscribers, the ones that you can talk to, the ones that you can trust, you know what I mean? Like, say, like, Pass the Pepper, and, like, me and her, we're friends, actually. And talk honesty and truth. Such a beautiful soul as well, you know. There's other people like that haven't mentioned, you know, that I would yeah, that I would do anything for. I would love to do like a meet up, and like my dream is to like go to America and like get was it you, Pass the Pepper, that had that golden white Trump hat? I can't remember if it was you or not. I was so envious of this hat. I saw it on a video. I was like, oh, I want that hat. You know, and we met through like such unconventional ways, because like she also and I'm not going to go into the story because it's not my story to tell, but we got like into contact because like another YouTuber was being bullied, and the things that were being said about this is one of the nicest people you could ever meet, and the things that they were saying about her were disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And you know what annoys me is like, and yeah, I'll mention like her name, you know, uh, you know, you know the clan I'm on about, the Fionas and stuff like that. They'll turn around and they'll say like, "Oh, don't mention my kids' names, and don't you know, what's it? I still have it. It got returned." Oh, really? I was like, I was telling my daughters, because like one of my daughters, like, or one of my daughter's partners is a Trump ride or die fan. My oldest daughter, like, I don't know what happened to her. Like, I think she because like, yeah, she fell into like the uni thing and ended up one of those liberals, you know. I'm like, yeah, I love her to death, but I'm like, God, that's nothing to do with me that you're a liberal. And I'm sitting saying to him, wait till you see my new hat that's coming. It's white and it's gold and it's a Trump hat. And I'm going to wear it everywhere I go. But yeah, if it was returned, obviously it's not your fault, you know. But it was just the sheer fact that you offered it. Like that was just so sweet of you. So thank you. They bring out the Puerto Rico princess from the Bronx and me. I wish they would. I wish they would bully me. Yeah, I've heard like the Puerto Ricos, like you guys take no crap from anyone, do yous? No, what do you think of like the prison? Like, I wish we had a prison like this in Britain. You know that El Salvadorian prison where they put all like those MS 13 gang members. What do you think of that place? Do you think it's like inhumane, or do you think like these guys deserve to be there because like everybody that's in, is it what's it called, Sitcot? Every single one of them have murdered one or two people in their life. One guy was in there, and I was watching a documentary on it, and it was so sad. Our son got his car hijacked, and because like he didn't want to give it up, you know, like this is kind of graphic. So if you're squeamish, like maybe like hit the mute button or whatever. You know that they like cut his legs off and they cut his arms off and they stitched his legs to where his arms were and his arms to where his legs were, and then they burnt his like face up. Hiya, Micah. How are you? Just thanks you showing my support. Thank you. Like that means the world. Like I was just getting into it deep there, like because like honestly, I was just saying like I honestly didn't think people liked me anymore. But the president of that country, like, have you seen his ex? The trolls that man does is like I think like he even outshines Trump. I really do. He makes it's like he makes cinematic films of like putting these gang members in prison. In prison in Britain, we've got terrorists that we won't deport, even though they want to be deported because it goes against their human rights. Like our place is an absolute joke. It's a joke. We didn't deport someone because their kid didn't like chicken nuggets in different countries. I thought chicken nuggets like were made the same in every country, you know. I really did. I thought it was the same stuff. Like they just like put all that slop together, cover it in a bit of batter, and yeah. But yeah, well, that the Prime Minister of El Salvador is he's hilarious. It truly is, and like people in Britain wish we had leaders like that. Like when you look at like for example, see when you look at Keir Starmer, Herr Stalin, and you see him sitting next to like say Trump, do you see a leader? I see a Roland rat looking mousy, noncy, excuse my language, wanker, who looks ridiculous. He looks like he just looks utterly ridiculous, you know. He sits there like he's trying to act the hard man when like if a gusty wind blew in the window it would blow him over, you know. it's utterly embarrassing. And see, when I saw, I've got to admit this, maybe some of you's like Ukraine and stuff like that, but see, when I saw Trump go off on Zelensky, I thought, finally, somebody said it to him, because like we've been finding weapons. We've been finding weapons in the hands of the Taliban. We've been finding European and American weapons in with the cartels. So the Ukrainians are selling. It was known as the most corrupt country in Europe, but all of a sudden we're now bestie friends. So they're selling our weapons to terrorists. Then, to make it even worse, like every time I see him coming into our country, it just reminds me of Oliver Twist. We just need to give him a little bowl, like, so we can say, "Please, sir, may I have some more?" Like, where's the money went? That's what I would like to know. I want an audit done of all that money, like all those billions. Where has the money went? Oh, Argentina as well. Yeah, you're right. Argentina's like, yeah, they're getting their act together too. But I knew, like, I could see, like, Trump. Trump's normally quite fiery, but I could see him getting angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier and angrier. When he said that, he made a speech beforehand saying like that. When all our sons and daughters are dying on the front lines, no, like, we're not going to be dying on the front lines. This isn't our war, But when he says to Trump, like, you will feel it, like, when it comes to America, and Trump's like, we will feel nothing. We will feel safe. We will feel secure. We will feel just fine, and then it just went downhill from there, didn't it? Then he like called JD Vance a bitch in Russian. And I was like, oh no, this is getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, it just like and then right after that meeting, he flew right over to Britain, and beside our Prime Minister and that loser that he has as a Deputy Prime Minister, you see him like smiling, like I've never seen. He was like the Joker as he got his like 2 billion check, smiling from ear to ear. An audit needs to be made of that country. And see, when our leader, our dear leader, says that we're going to be putting boots on the ground in Ukraine and aircraft in the sky, I'm thinking, what the hell do you think you're doing? This is like what was a red line, like no NATO troops, no NATO troops. No joint, and then you get Zelensky saying like, the war, no war be over until I join NATO. Like you can't join NATO because like if you join NATO, it triggers that article, and it means that yes, and is that what it means? But because that would mean that our sons and daughters would have to die. That means that American soldiers and that would have to go over and fight. That means that any country that's part of NATO would then have to go and fight the Russians, And like, I still can't work out for the hell of me what the bloody Russians did. Like, it's like, because like the red line was like not wanting NATO in Ukraine. That's what triggered like this war. I can't work it out, and it's unfair because like we don't get to see like the two sides of the war. You know, like we only get to see like the Ukrainian side. You know, and there's propaganda in every war. So we don't get to see like the Russian side, and then I was watching a Tucker Carlson thing, and he was driving through Moscow, and the next thing, a Ukrainian drone hit the Kremlin. Hit the Kremlin. Can you imagine if a drone hit the White House or Buckingham Palace or something like that? Like, that would cause major war. But it didn't. It didn't. So to me, that showed good restraint. It really did. And then what was the other lie that he told? They launched a missile and it landed in Poland and killed 2 Polish farmers. You want to know where the money is? I'm desperate to know where this money is. Desperate. I mean, like, what kind of like, and then there's like, then there's just the respect. Like, you're going to see the American president, have respect, and it's not the fact that it's Donald Trump. I don't care if it was Bill Clinton, Sleepy Joe, you know, like, even if he'd filled him fully formaldehyde, I don't know. But like, I don't know. Respect the Oval Office, you know. Have respect for the Oval Office, because like that's the heart and soul of America. It's where the leader sits, and it's the heart and soul. Have respect for it. At least wear a suit and tie, you know, because like this is a meeting that's serious, you know. Don't show up in a tracksuit. Like, it made him look like bloody like Ali G. You know, like it just didn't look right. And yeah, I'm kind of sick to death of seeing that bloody green tracksuit. You think like the amount of times he wears it, like that he's literally fighting on the front lines, and he's not. Like, even on like a Vogue picture and wore that green tracksuit. And then there's like the horrendous things like they don't think that we see online. Men out walking their dogs, and like white vans are stopping, beating the crap out of these people and putting them into vans and putting them in the front lines. I saw a guy with Down syndrome, a man with Down syndrome. They literally, the Ukrainians put a man with Down syndrome in the front lines. Like, how bad is that? I saw them tying people to lampposts outside the presidential palace, stripping them naked, and then whipping them. And I'm talking like naked, and I saw them do it to women as well. I saw them arresting Christians and putting them in prison. Because now it's now illegal to be an Orthodox Christian in Ukraine. The amount of things like that I've saw that would constitute as like war crimes, but because like because we're funding this, it gets ignored. It gets ignored. It's and then like then don't you think it's weird, like the assassination attempts on Trump? Think about it, right? There was a kill list like put out, and it was exposed, and the names that were on it were people like Tucker Carlson and other kind of journalists. One journalist, he got caught in Ukraine. I think his name was Alexei. Oh, I can't remember his name, but he was trying to like. His last video was him trying to like sneak over the border to Poland because he was scared for his life. He ended up getting caught and he was tortured and they killed him. And so there's a kill list. And then you have that nut job that was planning on assassinating Trump. He was like ordering rocket launchers to like try and shoot down his plane. Then we had another one who killed both his parents, wrote a manifesto saying he was like speaking to someone in Ukraine, and that once he'd murdered Trump, he would be he was told that he would have a normal life over in Ukraine. Then we had that Thomas Crooks guy who was speaking to like someone abroad, like we still don't know who, but there seems to be an awful lot of Ukrainian connections like regarding Trump. So like, is that why like Trump was like acting the way he was with Zelensky in the White House? Does he know something that we don't? I don't know, but it's worth thinking about. You're so right on, but you're holding so much pain for the world. It's not. Yeah, you're right, Micah. I just like overthink things. I truly do. I just like I overthink like. I want to see justice for the girls that were trafficked. I want to see justice for and it's not just white girls that like it was a majority white girls, but it wasn't all just white girls. There was Sikh girls and there was black girls as well that were raped by these British Pakistani gangs, and nothing, absolutely nothing there's like the government has decided like nothing. They're not holding an inquiry. They're not doing anything. There's nothing's going to happen. And if that was my daughter, like I would be like Guy Fawkes, I swear to God, and try and like burn that place to the ground. Allegedly, I'm only saying that. Please don't come to my door, the police, But but these girls deserve justice. They totally do. They deserve justice. We're not just talking about 10, 20 girls here. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of girls. And like, this is a massive stain now. I mean, I thought like the slavery was a stain in British history. I know we ended slavery, but we still were part of it. So it is a stain on our history. But this is another stain on British history. That and then people are taking the mick out of us. I watched a YouTube channel by, I think his name's like Tim Pool, And I do like listen to his podcast, but like he was like totally ripping into the UK, saying like the UK obviously don't care about their kids, you know, because like if they did, like they would do something about these gangs. And then he goes into the Prince Andrew thing and he says like, well, if they don't obviously care about their own kids, why would they care about like the ones that are allegedly getting abused by Andrew? And then I thought to myself like, you know what? He's right. He's absolutely right. I just need, I guess, like, me. I don't know. My mind goes into so much overdrive and things. So, like, yeah. I guess, like, I do need kind of therapy and stuff like that. But I just hope and pray like that. I'm not the only channel that ends up talking about this, but like I'm afraid to like to feel like that I'm going to be the only one, you know, the lone soldier that like trying to like speak up for these girls, and none of the rest of them are going to do it because like it's not going to bring in their AdSense, it's not going to bring in their coffee phone money, it's not going to save their merchandise, it's not, you know. um so I often wonder like, because I know how much like these people make a month. So for every like 100,000 pounds that you make, you're getting about £100 back. So that's what annoys me the most. Like they go after like the smaller channels who make literally nothing. Like as I said, like I'm so grateful like that I got a donation there, and I cannot thank you enough for that. It means the absolute world to me. Um, but we, these larger channels are making thousands of pounds a month, and then at the end of their channel, they'll be like, "And don't forget to donate to the coffee fund." The coffee fund, like, do you not think you've made enough? Do you not think like like I don't know, maybe these people aren't spiritual, or I really don't know, because like what is it? Greed is like one of the seven deadly sins. So I really don't know. But I sorry, like I chop and change subjects to like different things, you know. So it's like who reads on the comments like Mike says you're so right on, but you're oh yeah. Be right back 1 minute. You aren't overthinking things. You're spot. Okay, thank you, Micah. Um, got to go, Stacey. Oh, bye, Honesty. Sorry that I didn't see that. My opinion involved totally infected this, hijacked the UN, the Clinton Foundation, yeah, and the whole US, CIA, Mossad, ME designed propaganda machine. Everything is involved, and Russia is being used as a bait and switch. Absolutely agree with that, because they're trying to break Russia up into like five different areas. Because Russia's filled with minerals that are worth trillions, trillions. I mean, like I says, like I'm still confused as to like what Russia done. You know, uh, the offer to join like NATO, and was it Clinton that told them no? Then they tried again, and then it was Obama that told them no. So it's not like they've tried. You know, I want to know where all the money is. Yeah, I read that. Angela, a Scottish View, little bit behind, but a lovely thing to say about me. Thank you so much. Oh, anytime, like, you're one of the nicest people ever. Really, you truly are. Um, like, every one of yous on here are absolutely top class people who are absolutely amazing. I, I'm what's it? I'm here listening while I work. Oh, you're working. Oh, Micah, I'm so sorry. Like, I hope like we're not boring you. Hi, I'm just swinging by, show my support. Oh, like any support, like trust me, means the world to me. It really does. It means the world to me. I resend the box tomorrow. Oh, that's for the Trump hat. See if I get the Trump hat. Pass the paper. I promise you, I'll take a picture of it in all my Trump gear and I'll post it. I'll put it on my Facebook. I'll put it on my community page everywhere. And you know it's going to pee off the libs. It's going to annoy them. It's going to make them frantic like crazy. There's nothing worse. There's nothing better than seeing a lib meltdown. You know. Yeah, Karma's a bitch. Yeah. You aren't over. Oh yeah. We're back to the bottom of the comments. So I just like wait till tomorrow and I'll check again the royal channels and see if I do see any of them mentioning it. Like, yeah, I'm going to take credit for it because this has now been like, what, 4 days now. I have been droning on and on and on and on and on about none of them mentioning anything regarding James O'Keefe's Project Veritas thing against the royal aide that worked for Andrew. So I just don't understand like why none of them are mentioning it. I really, really don't. I really don't. It's there's got to be a reason. Like, I mean, they'll blame the sugars for being paid for certain things. Are they being paid like not to say anything? Are they? Have they got an embargo or something that they can't say anything? I don't think it can be that because I'm saying something. There's got to be a reason, you know. Is it like the fact like their fans are so far up like the royal family's backside that they're scared to like say anything because like they'll lose subscribers? So what if you lose subscribers because like you're talking about children being exploited? Like, hasta la vista, you don't want subscribers like that. I certainly don't. Like, if I had a subscriber that's okay, like with children being exploited, goodbye, don't want to see you again, and yeah, go away somewhere where you can be with your own kind, you know. But it'll be interesting to see, totally interesting to see if any of them mention anything to do with this. I totally wish, like, as well, that they would stop, like, the bullying. The bullying needs to stop. Sorry, like, if my voice is going a little bit funny. I had to take, like, because I was in so much pain. I had to take, like, one of my medication. So I do apologise before the other, like, bullies say, "Oh, she's drugged out her mind." No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm on medication, and I'm not going to, like, sit in agony just to, like, for the sake of bullies, saying nasty things. But what was I saying there anyway? James is showing all of it, looking at who's James? Oh yeah, Micah. Yeah, they're all involved. All of them involved. Totally, all of them involved. I mean, think about, like, the people who have stuck up for Andrew, like, during the first Virginia thing, and now, of course, they're not going to be saying anything because, like, they've been invited to the ball. They've been invited to, like, Lady Colin Campbell's ball, so they'll be scared. Like, if they say anything, that invitation will be rescinded. You know. But I'd rather have my integrity than being invited to a bloody ball. So yeah, we'll get to see pictures of them all. Let's see. It'll be like what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to do, like, a Met Gala kind of video, and we're going to see, like, who the best dressed was, and we'll give them marks out of 10. I know that's mean. I know that's mean, but it's deserved. If you're gonna, like, try and dress up in your finery, you should, like, yeah. We're going to judge them out of marks out of 10. Who wore it best and, like, who looked like shit. But that's just a little bit of tongue in cheek, you know what I mean? Like, not that I think any of these women are, they're not, unattractive or anything like that. Quite on the contrary, like, even, like, look at, like, even Lady Colin, you know, like, for her age, you know, she looks spectacular for her age. I hope to God I look like that when I'm that age. Like, I'm in my 40s at the moment, and God, like, Lady Colin Campbell looks younger than I do. If you look at me without my makeup on, you'd be like, coyote, you know, that coyote ugly syndrome, where if you woke up to somebody and you think, I never went to bed with that, you know, like, and you're chewing off your hand trying to get out of the bedroom. I used to, like, when I first started, like, dating, like, my kid's dad. I used to, like, get up so early in the morning and do my makeup, get the teeth brushed and stuff like that, and then jump into bed, and then, like, I'd casually wake up and, like, to make it look as though I woke up like that, you know. What a joke. And then there was one morning, like, that I slept in, and he is like, uh, uh, who are you? But we've all done that, haven't we, girls? We've all done that. It's a charity ball. They buy a ticket online. Oh, really, Rachel? The way they've made it out is though they were invited, not that they bought a ticket online. So they're making out as though that that yeah, that's interesting to know that. I want them to expose Zorro Ranch. Oh yeah. That would be. That's the place where they were doing like the eugenic stuff, isn't it, Micah? 150 quid. What for a ticket for that ball? My days, like that's like a week's worth of shopping for me. 150 quid. God, I would love to like be able to buy a ticket to. Can you imagine like me buying a ticket to that and showing up? Oh, I think some of them would have a heart attack. Like, what's she doing here? 150 quid. Like, I could think of like so much things like to buy for £150. I would for £150, like that would pay like gas and electricity, like because like we've got the most expensive gas and electricity in Britain. That would pay that for a couple of weeks in my house. Like I can't believe like they paid £150 for a ticket. God, it must be nice to like have money like that, like to like spend, um, and understand like it's a charity ball and the money will be going to charity and stuff like that. But it must be nice to like have that kind of money to like go to like a charity ball, like at that price. God, like, oh, I would love to do that. I would do that as a video. Honestly, I would. If I had the money, I would book my ticket, get my wee frock together, and show up and see what's said. Oh, you bet. Oh, plastic paper. I'm glad you're back. We were saying like it's like because like I think it was on Fiona's live. She said that she was invited to Lady Colin Campbell's ball, and like I didn't know that you have to buy tickets. And Defender was saying like £150 it is for a ticket. I was saying like I could that amount of money, like I could buy a month's worth of shopping for that. Like if I had that kind of money, like to frivolously spend on a ball, yeah, I'd buy a ticket and get a frock on, and I would attend. And I would love to see their faces. I'd love to see it. I'd have all my hair extensions done, looking fabulous. The Spanx on, squeezing myself into a nice dress and stuff. Yeah, like that's unbelievable. I can't believe that. Like the way they make it like come across is as if like they're invited to this. You know, and when you see like pictures of like YouTubers at this ball, you think like they've made it, you know, they're at like this ball and stuff like that. And then little do we know, they've literally paid to go to it. Of course, yeah, I could think of a million better ways to spend like money, like s- s- like give it to like I don't know, like there's plenty of charities and that out there that help women that are afflicted by uh, 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 sexual violence and stuff like that. Money towards therapy for them, you know, like because like as I says, like I know I need it. Like I hardly leave the house. Um and I used to like love going out, you know. I was a little party animal in my days, you know. And like now, like it just terrifies me just to like leave the house. I'll go to the doctor's if I can get an appointment, and I'm back to the house again. The door's locked, and that's me, you know. Um, yeah, and it's sad because like you lose a lot of friends like when you start to like live your life like that. Because your friends will be like, "Oh, you coming out this weekend?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." But then like then the trauma sets in, and like you just can't you just can't put your foot out the front door, you know. So God, like 150 quid. What I would do with 150 quid right now, I don't know. I do not know what I would do with that right now. Um, there's a lot of things like I would do. Pay a few bills and things like that, you know. But oh, but I buy a ticket for a charity ball. Yeah, that wouldn't be high on my agenda. Not at all. Not at all. You know, there's much better ways to like spend that kind of money rather than on a ball. But the way that the project portrayed it to their subscribers is that they've been invited to this ball, and not that they've had to like pay for it. I mean, if you go watch the video, go watch it, go watch the video, the latest video, and you'll hear them saying, "Yeah, and I'm heading to England because I've been invited to like Lady Colin Campbell's ball." You know, nothing about like, "Yeah, I'm going to England because I bought a ticket to go to Lady Colin Campbell's ball." Nothing. So they portrayed, they've omitted parts of the truth, you know. Um, which has been a bit deceptive, isn't it, to like ward your subscribers? And then people in the comments are saying, "Congratulations, you made it," blah blah blah. Well, you've not really made it. You've paid for it. There's a big difference, you know, like in making it and paying for it. I wonder, like who'll be the best dressed. We know Lady Killing Campbell. She'll have a beautiful dress on and all her finery on because she's got like jewellery to die for, hasn't she? I'm trying to think of like who was there last year. Dan Wooten was there. He looked rather dapper. I'll say that about him. Taz looked lovely. She did. I'll admit that. But yeah, I am very, very curious to see like what the rest of them will show up like. I'm very, very curious. So I think like we're going to do like a Met Gala kind of you know how they have the Met Gala and they'll be like they'll go through people's outfits and stuff like that. I think like we'll do a video a bit like that, and we'll be like, okay, what do we think of this? We won't be mean about it though. I know. Well, yeah, well, it's me. Yeah, we will. Yeah, she is beautiful and she is very classy. She's very classy, Lady Colin. Very classy. But yeah. So we're gonna do a video of who wore it best, or what can we call it? The top 5 best outfits and the top 5 worst. You know. You know that'll cause a scandal, but we'll be nice about it. We'll be like, yeah, the outfit was nice and stuff like that, because they're good at criticizing like Meghan Markle and stuff like that, and criticizing her clothes. So let's see, give them a taste of their own medicine. Let's see how they like it. But I can guarantee you, probably the best dressed will be Lady Colin, because she does she has like beautiful gowns, and she has like jewellery to die for. I wish that would be funny to see Cardi B shaking her booty in the stairs, yeah. That's the kind of stuff I would do. You know, I would go and I would wear, what could I wear? I would wear, do you know what I would wear? I'd buy a second hand like wedding dress, and I would paint on it "I love Trump" all over it. And then I would wear my Trump hat with a little veil. With a little bustle at the back, twerking down the stairs, doing the Trump dance. You know, have a little boombox doing YMCA. Now that's an entrance. But yeah, I hope like someone does something funny like that, but I doubt it. I doubt it with the crowd that's going. God, like I'd rather go to the I'd rather go to a wake than spend time with some of these people. I truly would. Like, but good luck to them. As I says, like I know we're like saying, it's a lot of money to go. What you saying? Give me a second, then I'll think of a good what? A good. Oh, I can't see that because there's a bloody. There's a bloody a good. Oh, it's not letting me see it. A good. Oh, good name. All right. Tiaras. Oh, Tiaras, Tantrums, and Tube Streamers Gala. Night for the really famous, yeah. That'll be the title. Like yeah, that should definitely be the title. Tiara's tantrums and tube streamers gala night for the nearly famous. All for the cheap, cheap price of £150. We only wish that we could afford to like go to something like well, not me, not any of you guys. Like, I'm speaking about myself, you know. I only wish that I could afford to go to something like that, but unfortunately, it's a wee bit above my price range. But I suppose it's their money, isn't it? If they want to like use it and spend it on things like like that, then it's up to them. But don't don't um don't it's almost don't deceive your audience by saying like, oh, I've been invited, but like, and then miss out the part that like you had to pay to enable to go, you know. Be honest about it. Because as I says, like people were congratulating and oh, you've made it, you've made it, you made it, you know. Yeah, you certainly did. You made it by cutting a check for $150, you know. Unbelievable. These people, honest to God, and they say that like other people lie and like make up stories and stuff like that. It's oh dear, what a night! The gala, a gala, a social location. Oh, it's like it's a noun. I didn't know that. I didn't know if you like clicked on the word, like underneath it would tell you what it was. So it's a noun, a social occasion with what? And so a gala, a social occasion with special entertainment or performances. I wonder who'll be performing. Huh. Let's have a guess. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I have no idea who will be performing at this thing because, like, it's a gala's normally like a dinner where like it, and then you have a performance by someone famous, you know. I can't think. I really can't think. Can any of the YouTubers sing? I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, this has been like a really fun stream. I'll definitely have to give you a wee call. Please pass the paper and get a little catch up. And it feels like for ages we've like it's not spoken, but yeah, I've just had so much like hardship like going on in my life at the moment. It's been one. It just feels like it's been one. I feel like you know that feeling where you're digging yourself out a hole and you feel like you've just like managed to get out of it, and then someone comes along and boots you right back in. That's how it feels. But hopefully, like, hopefully, like the light is things are looking up, and it's nice like that. I have like these like amazing loyal subscribers, and I do appreciate it because I genuinely did think that people hated me, and that's why no one bothered anymore with my channel. And I know when you don't upload, people don't like tend to check out your channel and stuff like that. but I am genuinely trying to upload, and I genuinely will go back to like doing my edited videos. I just like I love talking to you guys. I really do. Does anybody like want to come up like and chat, or like you don't have to show your face? Like you can do like what I'm doing. We can like have a chat about stuff. Like if you do, you know. Oh, all right, all right. What now? I'll put the link up for you. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Right. Yes. Copy. Okay. Uh, right. Hold on. So see if you just like click that link there. You come up as a guest, and then I'll be able to like add you. But you don't need to show your face or anything like that if you don't want to. You can just like have it as like I've got like a little screen. I'm so sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. I like listening to you, smart woman. Thank you. I'm working today. I'll definitely come next week. Oh, okay. Does anybody else want to, what about you, Micah? You want to come up and like have a chat? You can talk about literally anything. And as I says, like you don't have to show your face. You don't have to use your real name. You don't have to do any of that. You know, can stay completely anonymous. As I said, you just have to like click the link that I put up here, and I'll add you as a guest. So, and it's nice like when you've got someone else to like bounce off of, you know, that you can like talk to, because like it's easy. It's much easier to like talk to someone rather than like you're talking to yourself. So anybody's like more than welcome to like come up and join, and like as I says, you don't have to say your name, you don't have to show your face, you don't have to say anything, anything personal about yourself. Just like you can talk about anything that's bothering you, anything at all. I'm looking for get to. We've not got any guests yet. There must be one person. Come on, one person. I'm gonna bug and bug and bug and bug and bug you until you like come up here. So look at guess. No, it's actually like not that scary. Like it seems like to begin with, but honestly, it's not. Because like people can't see you or anything like that. They can't like they don't know who you are, so you can say anything like you want. We can even speak about, I don't know, your favourite recipe. Anything you want. Oh, dear. This, like, pain thing is meant to, like, they said at least meant to work after 45 minutes. Like, it's been well past that and still nothing. Where's, like, those other prescriptions that I had? Oh, let's take one of them and see if that helps. Come on, guys. Is Micah still here? Are we scared her off? Yeah. I just, like, love speaking to, like, new people, and, like, as I says, like, it's no pressure. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and that's it, you know? Or if you would rather, like, do it, so, like, if you would rather do it, like, I could do, like, a show tomorrow. If you would rather, like, wait and do it then, when, if any's, like, just don't feel prepared to do it tonight, like, I'm happy to wait until tomorrow. If any's want to come up tomorrow, we can have a little chinwag tomorrow. Man, yeah. Honesty's got Penny Lane. Are you still here? My beautiful Penny Lane. I'm working at the moment. If not, I'm not shy. But I'm just a spectator tonight. I'm listening to. Okay, all right. I understand that. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's understandable. Like, if you're working. So we've got a few people that are working. So why don't we do this? Like, with it being, like, Saturday tomorrow, like, we'll do a live show tomorrow about what all day, 7 o'clock, and we'll do it so guests and that can come up, and if you want to, like, what time is it there? Oh, it's 10:30 at night. Do it tomorrow. I'll come on. Maybe. All right. So we're going to hold you to that. Please pass the paper. We're holding it to you. So would 7 o'clock be okay for you? And then maybe Micah as well. Yeah, maybe Micah can do it as well. And we can have a good old girly chinwag about everything that annoys us girls. Brilliant. So 7 o'clock tomorrow. So it's 10:30 tonight. So I'll get off now. And I'll schedule one for 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'll give you a text. Please pass the paper, obviously. And yeah, we'll do a wee live tomorrow, and we'll have a good wee giggle about things. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Michael, would 7 o'clock be okay for you? Like, we'll do a American time. So it'll be wait now. I have to like work this out because like the time difference. 6 o'clock, because then that'll make it like about 10ish, 11ish for me. Okay, around 5:25 here. All right. Yep. So all right. So we'll do 6 o'clock US time, right? And that makes it 11 p.m. for me. Because I'll still be up at that time. And Micah, like, I'm so looking forward to like, also, Please Pass the Paper is saying that as well. We're looking forward to meeting you. And like I said, nobody needs to put their face on camera, nothing like that. I want you to feel as comfortable as possible, and you can speak about what time you want. What time you want, whatever you want. So 2 p.m. my time. No, like I'll make it right. Why don't we make it right? We'll make it. What about 10 p.m. my time, right? So and that would make it. What about 5 p.m. your time or 6 o'clock your time? So we'll do 6 p.m. American time. I can't spell. US. I put US time. So is that where 6 p.m. US time? Oh, 7 p.m. my time. All right, yeah, 7's actually fine. Okay, 7 p.m. my time. So we'll do 7 p.m. 7 p.m. And yeah. So we've got it all worked out. So we'll do 7 p.m. American time. Stop typing. I know I'm getting everything all mixed up. I'm making everybody confused. Right, 7 p.m. American time, and then that'll be about 11ish ish my time. I'll still be up at that time because I'm a night hawk. So and I do my best work at night. I'm more sarcastic and funny. So yeah, I'll message you. Please pass the paper. Please at 6 p.m. You're making everything's so confusing. We could start it at 6 p.m. and if Micah comes in at 7, then like she's welcome to join in. But it'd be better we'll do it 7 p.m. Like oh this is getting getting ridiculous. So 7 p.m. I feel like the talking clock here. I feel like I'm about ready to ring the bell in New York. And the 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! 7 p.m. No, we're joking. So it was at 7 p.m. and I am so looking forward to doing this. I'm looking forward to it. Angela, we're in New York, 6 p.m. No, so all right, okay, I get you. I forgot that you're in New York. So it'll be 6 p.m. for Please Pass the Paper, 7 p.m. for Micah, 11 p.m. for me. What like God like that like why does the world have to have such complicated times? Oh dear. So yeah, we'll work it out. So 6 p.m. we jump on. Which oh my god, I feel like I'm just rabbiting on about this. So I'll announce it as soon as we're about to go live, and so pass the paper will probably and Michael will jump on at the same time. It just so happens that because they're in different time frames, past the papers will be at 6, Mike's will be at 7, mine's will be at a different time. So, but we'll all be doing it at the same time, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's like it sounds like yeah, some kind of Einstein crap to me, but we'll make it work, ladies. We will make it work. Oh gosh. But you have such a lovely time, Micah, and honestly, like you couldn't be in a better group of women because the type of women that build each other up and eh, when and I've noticed this especially like with Pepper and stuff like that, when you make friends in this community I feel like you make friends for life, and they if you're ever in a pinch and stuff like that, yeah, you know. So I'm so glad I have just such amazing subscribers. I'm afraid to say it doesn't make sense. God help me. Yeah, it makes no sense to me either. I think I wish I had the mind of Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. It'd make more sense then, but unfortunately I don't. But we will make it work. We will make it work. I promise you we will make it work. Micah's like the brainiac out of us. I'm still sitting here all confused and stuff, you know. So waiting out for 5 hours ahead. So waiting out 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So near the time I'll message you and Pepper, and then we'll get Micah and stuff on that on, and then we'll start doing the live. And hopefully, we get the time right. And no one us. Should we plan to do a subject or two? Oh, yeah, of course. We can do any subject like you want. If there's any subject that you want to discuss, just bring it up and we'll discuss it. So yeah, if there's something that's on your mind or something like that, just bring that up, and then that can be a subject. Or if you have a couple of subjects, then bring them up, and yeah. But with the format, with this format, it tends to jump from one subject to the other. You start talking about one thing, and then the next thing we're on another thing. But we'll make it work. We will make it work. But all right, we'll get going now, and I'll see you lovely ladies tomorrow at 6, 7, and 11. Sounds so weird, but yeah, and oh, thank you, Micah. That's so nice of you to say. And yeah, you're a friend, definitely. I know I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that. I do it a lot. I put myself down a lot, and I shouldn't do it. And I appreciate you saying that. And that's what I love about this community, because we do build each other up. We don't allow each other to put each other down. Okay, ladies, I'll read past papers one. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. XOXO. I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow between 6, 7, and 11. Love you. Have a great rest of your night, and I don't know if any of you are religious or not, but I'll say God bless you, and I always say prayers every night, and you guys will be in my prayers. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay? Love you guys. Good night.